We're back with the Oilers rebuild. We're back with some live streaming, man. It has been some time away. It's been a couple of weird weeks for sure. Just a lot of stuff going on. Holidays, snowstorms, COVID, DeMar Hamlin, who shout out is feeling better these days. But yeah, we haven't really touched the Oilers here since episode 19 on TFG Plays, where we were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And we're going to get through another season here, which I'm excited for. Who in the chat is all caught up with the series, and who in the chat maybe is catching up? I'd be curious to see that. But yeah, moving forward, this is going to be a live stream series for as long as it makes sense to continue doing it. Because it has been a while, I want to recap the state of our roster as we head towards an off season here. So we got Will Levis on the rise. Mikey says he caught up long ago. All right. Levis is still on the rise, entering year 3 of his career. AJ Dillon has been a beast. He actually goes up to superstar. Some of this stuff is going to be faded to me. He earned it in a breakout. That's right. The wide receiver room is interesting because we draft Tyrell Perkins, who hasn't gotten to play yet. We got Corey Davis getting older. Diami Brown had a big year for us. And then KJ Hamler still on the roster. Tight end room, Jonnu finally going to be on the way out this season. His contract is up, and our young tight end, Mitch Reinhart, is going to step in and up this season. Nailed him in the draft. We also have Jelani Woods, who's going to get an increased opportunity. O-line, I feel like interior, like in general, we're in pretty good shape. We upgraded with Elton Jenkins. Ezra could potentially be upgraded, but he's still young with star dev. The beauty of doing an expansion team like this is our team's pretty freaking stacked. We do have Joey Bosa, who's 30 years old now, along with Derek Hall, who had, I think, a 5-sack season, heading into year 3 for the star dev young player out of Auburn. D-tackle BJ Hill is a pending free agent. We have Pickens, who has that future starter tag. Matabuike and Ed Oliver. We went for it last year in free agency with Oliver and Bosa, and I think Elton Jenkins was a part of that wave as well. And we struck out. We get eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, so hopefully year 2 of those guys can be more beneficial for us. And then we have a big decision to make at the linebacker room. We have Matt Milano, 31 years old, heading into free agency. We have to make a decision on what we want to do with him. We got Devin Bush, who's been really good for us. And Christian Harris, when given a chance, has looked good. And then the cornerback room is very thin. This is going to be a big focus for us. Maddox is a pending free agent. Tywan Mullen has stepped up when called upon. And then George Myrick is also an interesting young player for us. Now, I went ahead, believe it or not, I actually looked at the prospects ahead of time. I know that's kind of a flaw of my rebuilds, is I don't always do that, but this is a shit cornerback class. Like, it's not good. So we might actually want to extend Avonte Maddox, kick the can down the road a little bit there. We got like 10 guys in the room here. It's not our best room for sure. In that expansion draft, most of those good corners were getting protected. So there's that. We got Julian Blackman and John Johnson, who's getting up there in age. If he loses any speed, we might think about replacing him. But likewise, this frickin' safety class stinks. So I don't know if anyone's going to present themselves in free agency or what, but that's going to be the big focus, is can this secondary rise to the occasion? We do not have a second-round pick because of the Nick Bosa trade, by the way. Joey Bosa. I deserve a...
You don't know anything. You don't know squat, you stupid idiot.
Yep. I deserve that. Okay. let's advance now to the Resign stage, where we, like I said, have some decisions to make. We have the benefit of a rookie contract with Will Levis. And it looks like we also, I've never noticed this happen before. It looks like our offensive coordinator was poached. So let's see. This is cool because I actually just created a new offensive playbook. So I like the idea that we get to kind of bring someone else in. It's kind of a spread. I think the New Orleans fit here. Harry Greer is going to be the hire. I think that's cool that your guys can get poached. So we got 12 players ready to negotiate. Matt Milano, I really think we can let him go. We're going to have to let players go at some point. His zone coverage is falling down. He's down to 83 speed. He's expensive. He lost 3 zone coverage. I think it's time we let Christian Harris get that opportunity. Harris does have star dev. Likewise with BJ Hill. I like BJ Hill, but we have kind of stacked that position, so I don't think we need him. Stevenson was a midseason acquisition. I'm okay letting him go. Armstrong, Watt, the fullback. Whatever. The safety depth here. All these guys asking for a little bit too much. Christian Gonzalez, 22 years old. Did we forget to apply? Oh, he's already 22 years old. He must be on the back end of a contract there, so we'll let him go. This guy's not asking for much. Tyler Middleton, still 24 years old. He's developed nicely. Hey, there you go, Honk Boy. Welcome back. I'll give Middleton a 2-year extension if he'll take it. Shouldn't have lowered the bonus. Maddox is the interesting one here, right? Oh, he's already declined us. That's the deal. Franchise tag is way too much for him, so maybe we can get him back or someone else in free agency. Like I said, the incoming draft class is very weak at defensive back, so that's probably going to be where our focus is here as we head towards free agency. We do probably have some cap space. We got $51 million in cap space. Your top names are going to be Joe Mixon, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Nyheim Hines up to an 86 overall. Hines would be a fun receiving back, but he is getting an offer. Deion Dawkins, Keenan Allen at 33 years old, Kenny Moore, and Darius Slay, who does have X Factor still. There's actually a decent run of corners there. So let's go through the positions that we need. Wide receiver, we really don't need any wide receivers. The only question would be, could we get something for Corey Davis? Because Davis is going to be taking a back seat here. We are going to go with the star dev kid that we drafted. But, what's up, Otter, in the chat? How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. So Corey Davis does have 2 years left on his deal. The bonus is quite a lot. I think we should just keep him. Still an 80 overall, though. This would be the time we could actually get something for him. Because Perkins is going to start. And then we still have Hamler, Brown, and Burton. So, yeah, we don't need Corey Davis on this team. Can't even keep him as a wide receiver 4. So even if we take a little bit of a hit, who would make sense here? The Bears have 2 wide receivers on their roster. Cardinals have a 33-year-old Hopkins and then nobody else. Are they interested? They are. I mean, at this age, you're probably looking at a 4th-round pick for Corey Davis. Okay. That's taken care of. Wouldn't it be funny if Detroit won and Stafford helped the Rams beat Seattle so that Stafford would be helping Detroit make the playoffs? That would be funny. Is Stafford supposed to play? Try and get Christian Watson? I don't know if that makes sense for us, unfortunately. Because Tyrell Perkins is kind of our own version of that. That would be fun. But I don't think that makes sense for us, Justin. All right, let's revisit free agency here. So, at tight end, we're pretty set. Stafford passed his medical and is able to play. That's fascinating. That would be pretty cool if he came in and... So Christian Darrisaw hits the market. This is... Remember, this was done before Christian Darrisaw really blew up, so 26 overall, or 26 years old, 79 overall. I do like Christian Darrisaw. But O-line, we're really don't have a lot of needs here. And there's no, like, superstars there. D-line, I think we're in good shape. Linebacker. Milano's not getting any offers. That's something to think about. We could bring him back as a role player and start Harris. Does he have the mentor tag? No, he does not. That probably doesn't make sense. Oh boy, Jalen Phillips. This is also before he broke out. That's quite tempting. Roll the dice on a former first-round pick here who didn't, in this world, didn't work out. I think I'm going to do that. I like Jalen Phillips a lot. Thing is, I feel like this would look more like a 2-year deal for a bunch more money. So just to keep this realistic, I think it'd be like something like that. Actually, it might even be more like something like that, like a 1-year deal, like a prove it deal. We are the top offer, so I think that's pretty realistic. That's fun. Derek Hall has been underwhelming, and Bosa's 30, so I like that. And then at corner, we do have an opening, so we could go. There's a variety of slot options. Teron Johnson, Avonte Maddox, and Kenny Moore are all available. Those are some of the best slot corners in the league at their age. We have Sean Murphy Bunting, Malachi Moore, more like outside guys. Bunting could play the slot. He's done that plenty of times before. If we wanted to go more like Darius Slay. But honestly, Malachi Moore has the traits to play from the slot too. We got to sign someone here. Slay would be more of a Band-Aid. He wants a 1-year deal. He's 34 years old. He still has 90 speed. He has X Factor. There's also Paulson Adebo here. I love Paulson Adebo. He hits the market. He has superstar. He's kind of... Santana, the problem is, I don't know if you were here, but this defensive back class is terrible. It's horrible. All of the corners and safeties have, like, at best, like, average speed. I kind of like the idea of Paulson Adebo, you guys. He's not going to come cheap, but 3 years, 30 mil, that's market value. Where does that leave us? Oh, he's getting big deals. He is expensive, so it doesn't come cheap. Man, this is a tough call. There's a lot of different ways we could go here. Because we run more of a zone. We're more zone with our defense, right? I gotta look at these guys. That could decide what we want to do here. Actually, we're pretty balanced, to be honest. We are a little bit more man heavy, but we're pretty balanced. Really going any direction. I think Slay. I think Slay might make the most sense. Now, I'm circling back to that. Adebo's definitely good, but I'm worried about that money because we only have 40 mil in cap space. I want to make sure we have enough as these extensions keep coming in. And Slay's going to be a game changer for this season. Although we're gonna have to up that, which is fair. I mean, he's an X factor. Is that gonna do it? That has us as the top offer. I'm curious if there's any young safeties that would make sense to take a flyer on here. Not really, honestly. The only guy that stood out there was Kirby Joseph, who's only 24. 77 zone coverage. Let's give Kirby a 2-year deal. A 2-year prove it deal at 24 years old, because this safety class is not good. So there's our targets. Let's eval offers. We got Phillips. It looks like Slay may have taken a different contract. Amon-Ra St. Brown joins the Jets. Darius Slay is joining the Washington Commanders, just like in TFGO, and oof, we miss out on some of those top targets. There's still going to be some options, but Adebo is going to go to the Rams. So that leaves us having a pivot, and I do like Ambry Thomas as well, but I think the pivot point here is to go with Kenny Moore and keep our other guys outside. But Kenny's going to be getting some big offers now too, so we got to basically be prepared to offer him. Let's just go a clean 16 mil. That has us tied with the Titans at the max. Awuzie and Maddox still have no offers, so we can pivot back to them if we don't get Kenny Moore. And then we're still the only offer on Kirby Joseph. I expect he'll take that. So we'll eval these. Geez, we didn't get Kenny Moore either. These guys do not like us. They signed with the AFC champion Titans with Anthony Richardson there. So now, can we get Avonte Maddox back home? Or do we go with Chidobe Awuzie, who still has no offers? I mean, we're striking out here, man. This market's getting pretty wild. Maddox at 29. Maybe we go with a 2-year deal to increase his interest in us. I mean, we are the top offer here. You would think he would accept us. There we go. All right, we got our cornerback. Kirby Joseph also accepts. So that's a pretty good little free agent class there. We don't have a whole lot of other needs other than maybe some linebacker depth where we're pretty thin. That can certainly be addressed in the draft. Milano did take a deal with Atlanta, so good for him. Some of these young guards are still pretty good. We got Jonathan Wilkins here. He's more of a pass block specialist, but as a backup, he might make a good center. He's 23 years old. Oh, Kenneth Gainwell. My dude. KG is a beast in the TFGO league. I'd give KG a 3-year deal. Let's see if we can get a little bit cheap on him. We do need a fullback. This Cam Bush looks pretty good. Let's sign Cam Bush. Although... I'm not paying a fullback that much. No way. I said a veteran D tackle. Oh, free Tim Settle. That's what I'm talking about. That's an expensive freaking contract, though, Tim. That's exactly what we needed. It was Tim Settle. And then linebacker depth. We need... Like, yeah, Quincy Williams would make sense. There's a connection there with the scheme, at least. I'm looking for a mentor, though. Oh, my gosh. Bobby Wagner. Dude, screw it. Let's bring Bobby Wagner in. Worst quarterback prospect I ever evaluated? Chat, who was the guy I was reading out the... Oh, it was the guy that played at Mississippi State and then in the XFL for a little bit. Dude, Wagner is a sick mentor to bring in. Yeah, KJ Costello. He is the worst quarterback I've ever evaluated. We didn't get any of those. They don't hate these offers, though. So let's just find a few more guys to target. And then we'll just kind of see. Hopefully some of these guys take the offers. There's not a whole lot of mentors, honestly. Christian Kirksey has mentor. Anthony Barr has it. All right, I'm going to make an offer to Barr, even though he's not all that interested, but he should like it if we crank up his money a little bit. Cornerback room. Some depth would not hurt. Some reliable veteran depth if we... Actually, Kelvin Joseph is still only 25. He's got 81 press. He's a player. Star Dev. I'm going to make an offer to him. Caden Stearns. I like Caden Stearns. Can we get him in for a cheap 2-year deal? Bring him home to Texas? That should be good. Okay, we got Bobby, we got Tim Settle, we got Kelvin Joseph, Caden Stearns, Kirby Joseph, and Anthony Barr. Love it. Okay, we got that guard. The Jags are getting in on KG. Let's look at Are there any other receiving backs we like? Not of that caliber. I think we'll let the Jags have him. Honestly, Stevenson was good for us though. I'll let Stevenson come back for a 2-year deal. We're doing a pretty good job getting some value contracts there, chat. Okay, let's advance all the way at this point. I think we've done free agency well. I've already kind of taken a look at this class. We're going to be going best player available. We don't have a second round pick, so this isn't the biggest draft for us. We do have a trade offer here for Dylan Parham. I like him as depth, but what? Oh my god, I'm so freaking tempted. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because we're trying to keep this somewhat realistic, but oh my god. What? Asante Samuel too? Gosh, what the heck? None of these trade offers are just all over the place, man. Awuzie just signed with the Texans. I'm gonna not. I mean, great offers for us. We should take those, but we can do our private workouts. We can probably get us an idea of who we want to take in the first round here. We have a pick in the 20s, so Peter Gore. This guy looks really good. Excuse me. He's got the run stopper archetype, so his block shedding probably doesn't stink, but he also has B finesse moves, so he's probably pretty good. Let's get a better look at him. This guy looks trash. This guy's 253 pounds. This would give us that nose tackle that we were looking for there. Let's get a look at him, and then what about probably pretty good there. Let's look at it for a linebacker. Yes, please. This guy looks insane. Cameron Davenport, 6 foot, 245, elite speed. All right, so we're gonna do you and those 2 D tackles. Those are our biggest needs right now, with the defensive back class being as bad as it is. Man, I'm tempted to just trade up for Cam Davenport there, but where is he supposed to go? Supposed to go behind us. There's a good chance we could get him. Maybe if we move up like 6 spots, if we move up to like 16 with the Saints, I bet we could get him. We don't have enough needs. Like, we don't have many needs, so I would not mind trading up. We don't have that 2nd round pick, but if we went like this and give him a 5th as well. Oh, whoops. Wrong side of things. I was going to say, don't we have an extra 4th? That's like our whole draft. What if we go 1, 3, and a 4 next year? Although we should probably make sure he's actually there before we make the trade. That way we're not doing this too far. But let's prepare to make that trade on draft day and start the draft. Let's see, did we get we did get Stevenson and the fullback. All these guys made value signings. I freaking love it, dude. I wish I offered the fullback more years now. Good looking squad. That's a good something to consider, Honk Boy, but to consider looking at a tackle to move off of Orlando Brown. The thing is, we're paying Orlando Brown a lot of money, and we didn't scout tackles this year. But these guys look good if they're there, and this guy looks really good. Steven Peters. Great strength. He's similar. Yeah, we're gonna get at least a game, Honk Boy. He is very similar to Orlando Brown with that size profile. This guy's a little risky because we don't have him scouted, and he's top 5. So he might be our backup plan, but he seems kind of Orlando Browny. So if the linebacker, that's the plan. If the linebacker goes before 16, what's up, Punjay? Browns have the number 1 pick. Are they going to move off of the Predator? Nope, already smart. The Packers go Bernie Camp. Ryan Stockton to the Texans. Todd Morrison to the Seahawks. These linemen, it's a good old line class, apparently. Wow, all these tackles are going. A couple of quarterbacks off the board there. Looks like we're going to be able to get our linebacker here. So the Saints is our trade target here. Let's see. We got to go. Yeah, especially after our tackle went. Where? Manage roster, trade center. You've heard rumors that the Bengals might be awarded the win for Monday Night Football? Really? I find that hard to believe, but I'll take your word for it. So the Saints are going to move down here. And then we're going to give them a third and then a fourth next year. Trade declined. They're very close, so we might have to give them a third next year. Or we just give them a fourth this year and just kind of concede this draft. Get a star linebacker out of this draft. This is very Saintsy, but I'm not going to complain. I don't love this draft class, so especially, I mean, our biggest needs are D-back, and I mean, this guy's going to be, I'm sorry to Christian Harris, but oh, he's got normal dev and only 86 speed. I wonder if there was a draft story on him. Dude, it said he had elite speed. He's not going to be bad. He's going to be a high overall, but and if we can get him a breakout, that'll be big. But that's pretty much going to do it for this draft. I'm not going to trade up again. I'm probably not going to trade down either. So a tackle did start falling here. These guys usually suck when this happens. Not crazy about these. What about a blocking tight end? Solid strength. He's got... All right, this is our pick right here. Hudson Jones, 5th round. Oh, shit! Let's go! Let's go. We got a superstar blocker as our tight end 3. And then... Is this guy that bad? He's got B zone coverage. He has F block shed. That's probably why. I mean, he'd be a special teamer. Either of these guys seem like decent enough picks. That's where we're pretty thin, is at linebacker. That's where these guys have a good chance of making the team. So I think we'll go with the faster of these guys for special teams. He's got 4.64, 4.59 at his pro day. This guy's younger, but he's slower. So we'll go here. And then maybe the other guy if he's still there. Oh, geez, 83 speed. That's not what we were looking for. Maybe the other guy will still be there. Yep, he's still there. So, a linebacker heavy draft. He's slow too. Interesting draft class. We will fix any of the top guys. So, man, this guy is just not as good as I thought he would be. He's only a 72. Somehow he's already got lower morale. I think he's going to be good, though. He's an athlete. What about the guy we were targeting? The tackle? Was it this guy? It was this guy. He had normal dev. I don't think we missed out too much. The funny thing is the 78 overall is normal dev. I'm going to give him... Lisa B, yes. We will be playing a game very soon. We're going to give that guy superstar because he's really freaking good. There's 2 of them, though. This guy has hidden. Is that the guy we wanted? Steven Peters? That might have been the guy we wanted. Anyway, because he's also 6'8", 339, so maybe he's the guy we wanted. Yeah, he would have been good, but clearly was out of our price range. Okay, let's go ahead. We're into the preseason. Don't really have to do a whole lot here. We're pretty freaking well set up. We didn't really address wide receiver, so maybe some undrafted help here. This guy's 21. Looks like a kind of balanced, slot guy. Total slot guy. Luke Flynn. This guy's pretty balanced. This guy's even more balanced. Matt Eppard. Oh no, the change of direction's terrible. These guys are all... I feel like Luke Flynn is the way to go and just have a slot type. But we should be good at tight end. We got it because we brought in a fullback. O-line, it's like pretty set. Unless anyone really stands out to us. This guy looks pretty good. Maybe a practice squad there. Getting a mentor at quarterback is not a bad idea, you guys. Let's see if there's any. Jimmy G. Heineke's got the mentor tag. All right, you guys. We did it. Thanks for the suggestion, chat. And thank you for the follow from Love Edge. Also, Meatman Gaming followed tonight. Shout out to you guys. We really, honestly, have put ourselves in a really good position with our depth. This guy's kind of a beast. Is like a... Oh, he's only got 55 block shed, though. Tell the new cats about the Nighthawk series? Yeah, dude. Oh, wow. 75 block shed? This guy's like a good kind of role-playing edge type. All right, any corners worth a damn here? Brian. Ooh. He's a slot guy, but that's the guy we let go. Oh, you're right. It was the Panthers, not the Texans. You are right. And then did we sign... Just in case we didn't, I'm going to bring Daniel Thomas back. All right, that should be good, you guys. We're up to 73 players, so like we have some work to do. We got to get the snips going. So do we avoid... Is Hall... He should be healthy next week. Yep, so we avoided a major injury there. 20 cuts to make. We shouldn't have a whole lot of UDFA contracts to edit. So let's practice squad Bartlett. Running back, let's hold off there. Borgie got some run last year. Wide receiver, I think definitely gonna cut you. We could potentially keep Flynn, 21 years old, 67 overall. These two guys are very different, but neither are useless. This guy's our deep threat. This is our slot guy. We'll revisit that. Tight end room is set. O-line room should be pretty straightforward as well. I'm going to practice squad him. And practice squad you as well. This is the guy we signed. He's a pass block specialist, but that's fine. If anyone goes down, we'll at least have a good pass blocker in there. Jared Verse, sorry this isn't real life and that you're bad. This guy looks like trash. We'll just cut him. So we got Phillips and Bosa. Mafe and Derek Hall is in there. D tackle. Probably just keeping these four. Although LeBlanc. What's his deal? 23. He's not totally useless. But we might cut him. But these guys can all go. Goodbye. 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 Outside linebacker. This is where we do need to go. I'm going to just go to the roster management menu because we need to make a couple edits here. So keep LeBlanc for the name. That is a very good name. You're right. All right, so this scheme fit is going to be run stopper, whereas the right side is this pass coverage. Yeah, so let's actually flip Harris.
3 hours later.
Who do we want to... I think we want to keep Reedy for special teams. I'm going to move Reedy to middle. He's more of a similar size to Devin Bush. I think we will we'll put Studfin on the practice squad. We're going to put these two guys. These were late draft picks, but they're definitely not roster ready. So we're going to move those guys down. We'll take a little bit of a cap penalty, but nothing major.
Just a humble bounty hunter, man.
And then probably don't need Kirkpatrick around here. I think I'd rather keep Lehman here, who's honestly kind of interesting. And he's going to double dip on the mentor from Bobby Wagner. So we'll give him an undrafted free agent contract. Also, let's give him a real number and helmet. I think I'm in the small minority that actually likes 40s for linebackers. Looking good, dude. Welcome to the team. And then, yeah, I think I'll practice squad Kirkpatrick. Okay. Corner room should be pretty straightforward. I think we're keeping these 6. And then the rest of these guys will be practice squad. Safety. I'm going to move Kirby Joseph to strong safety just because he'll get better XP behind. Kirby Joseph is not out of the contention to maybe be the replacement at safety. Even Stearns isn't bad either. So we don't need Daniel Thomas. We signed him out of insurance. Yeah, we signed Kirby Joseph and Caden Stearns. Those are some interesting young, relatively developed players. So where does that put us? Do we get to exact? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Exactly 53 players. Dylan Parham gets an upgrade. Man, if we could have gotten Sauce Gardner for him before the upgrade, imagine what we could get now. Honk Boy says George LeBlanc's going to go crazy with this team. That's your boy, huh? Okay, we'll do our upgrades, and we're going to actually play a game before we wrap up the stream next week. Fun off season. Ooh, Jonathan Wilkins gets an upgrade. This guy's a really good backup. 23 years old. Edward Lynch continues to get better. His neck is protruding from his... That's how you know you drafted a good lineman. When your neck is popping through your shoulders, your shoulder pads. All right, team is looking good, you guys. Let's advance.